Well, hello and welcome to our next project. It is called Neurographic Portraits. What? What class am I in right now? Art? I don't know why I checked a watch to know if I'm in art, but apparently that's what's happening over here. What is a neurographic portrait? Well, let's find out, shall we? So, neurographic, we're going to break this word into two chunks. Neuro, meaning your brain, right? So it's your brain cells, the connection between your brain cells and the rest of your body. I don't know if you know this, but your brain is kind of important. It's kind of like the computer that controls the rest of the robot. Beep, boop, bop, right? That's how you do everything else in your life. It's how I'm doing all this right now. I don't know. I might need to check in on my neuro brain cells. They're a little crazy this morning. Anyway, so referring to the connections between them and your body. So neuro, your brain. Graphic, well, this word we know in art, right? Like it's depictions and images and shapes and ideas and art. That part we know. So we're going to connect those two things. And if you're wondering once again, like this is art, right? We're in the right class. Yeah, I know it seems sciencey, but this is part of the beauty of art, and why art is so important in our lives is because it takes all those concepts that we have in the rest of the world, like in our math, right? Like we've done projects that have included some geometry and numbers and ratios and stuff like that, and now we're incorporating some science in here too. We take those concepts from other parts of our academic lives and we bring them together and we give those concepts a purpose and connect them into our brain in a different way. So that's what we're going to be doing with this project, and it's going to be so cool. Anyway, what I want you to do next, I'm not going to be able to play it in this video because it's a YouTube video and it will be like scanned by YouTube and won't allow me to play it anyway. So you have to go into our slide. You can either click here where it says watch this or click on that, or you could also on this first slide where it says watch this. But I want you to watch it. It's 8 minutes long. It just kind of talks about what neurographic art looks like, and it's kind of cool too because this is a more recent art form. Now I'm going to say this, like you might be like, but that's kind of like doodling. Yes, it is like doodling, but this more specific way and terminology more so is a more recent thing, which is kind of cool because how many art forms do you know that are like more recent, right? So check that out. It's an 8-minute video. It's really just fascinating and fun, and it is almost exactly what we're going to be doing for the next couple of class periods as well. So check that out. You're not actually doing anything today other than just watching it and getting that understanding. Okay, so after you watch that, hopefully you've paused, go watch it. If not, do that now. Okay, unpause. Now we're ready to see how is this supposed to be a portrait though? Like, doodles, what? Let me show you. So let's check out these examples. I'm gonna hide because I am not actually an example myself. So bye. Aren't those cool? These are so neat. And if you're thinking to yourself right now, nuh-uh. No, art teacher lady. I do not draw human faces. Like, you are stretching me beyond my limits. You just wait. You just wait and see how cool yours is going to turn out. I promise we're going to walk you through this step by step. It is going to turn out absolutely amazing, and you are going to gain confidence in your art skills. This is a great way to be, working through our semester and getting towards that end, and it's going to be really fun. So some examples. You can see some are more realistic than others, some a little less. So we can tell in each of these though that it's a portrait of a human, right? No matter what. So you're probably wondering, does it have to be a human? Does it have to be me? And my answer to that is your first one, yeah, it does have to be a human. Now you are going to have the option to make a second one. And for that second one, if you want it to be an animal, that's definitely okay. The second one would be extra credit. Or you could do, if you want to do the extra credit, but you want to do another human, that's okay. But in the first one, it's going to be one singular human, and you can tell that it's a portrait too. So, on our piece of paper, it should be filling the screen like this. It doesn't matter what way the human is looking. Okay, all those are acceptable. Some of them better than others, but it should not be like, hi, I'm a tiny little human on the bottom of the page. No, we want to fill the page, just like all of these are doing. Okay? Does it have to be you? The answer to that is no. It could be. It absolutely could be, and that's a great way to do this. But it doesn't have to be. It could be a family member, a friend. You could even actually go into a magazine and find a picture that you're like, that's a really cool portrait, and use that. The one thing that I'm going to say is whatever picture you use, we are going to destroy it. So if you like went and got some professional photos taken and you know it's all printed out really nice on an 8x10, it has to be big because it has to fill a sheet of paper, like a computer sheet of paper. We will be using our Bristol boards, but for now we want the photo that you're finding for a couple classes from now. We want it to be photocopied or printed onto a piece of computer paper and it filling that whole piece of paper. So yeah, if you've got like a nice portrait that's like in a glass frame hanging on your wall, don't use the actual photograph itself. Go ahead and take it to the library, or maybe you've got a copy machine at home, or maybe a friend or family member can. You've got a few class periods. You've got until, let's see, we're on day 1. You've got until day 4 to get a photocopy or some kind of printed picture of this person, whether it's you or somebody else. But we are going to destroy it, so just make sure it's not on good paper. It's not like something that can't be ruined. Okay? So that is, if we're looking here, that's your homework. You're going to want to find 2 pictures. One must be a human. One singular human that fills up that space. And then the other one could be a human. It could be an animal, but it has to be something that's alive. Okay? And that would be for extra credit. So, have fun checking out and looking for those pictures. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to come up with. We will be, starting to practice that neurographic stuff next class. So get ready for some more fun yet to come.